I was in fact the chairman of the Anti-Graffiti Association, but the Anti-Graffiti Association is now embedded within Keep It Tidy. We have sort of merged in a way. There are 24 companies and organisations new to Keep It Tidy, and like I say, we've joined forces. Well, I mean, our policy has always been with zero tolerance on graffiti. Now, let's differentiate a bit between graffiti and street art, which I think are two entirely different things. So, and the point I was wanting to make actually is with civic pride. The whole thing of getting rid of graffiti was to have people take a pride in their environments, in their high streets, in their communities. And you know, a lot has been spoken about graffiti and the fear of crime and the effect it has. And in fact, in Keep It Tidy, graffiti is one of the indicators of a poor environment, you know, along with litter, fly tipping, and a number of other factors. Well, graffiti art. Yeah, the Anti-Graffiti Association is against, really, we're talking about illegal, criminal and tagging. The whole poster of graffiti really is tags, like 99% of it. Art, yeah, well, street art, some of it I like, some of it I don't. But I do think that you ought to get the residents involved. And I think you were saying, you're talking about community products, community projects, and talking with residents. I mean, I think that's to be applauded. So get the residents involved, that's for sure. Well, you know, it's been a huge cost to society. I mentioned London Underground and South West trains. All the trains have films on the windows to get rid of the glass graffiti, and if you go along London Underground infrastructure, you'll see that a lot has been painted out. So we're talking about civic pride and, yeah, make a place nice to live in, basically. As simple as that. Well, I wanted to mention in particular the Sheffield Graffiti Charter. Sheffield, fourth largest city in Britain. During the 1990s, it was full of graffiti. It has been described to me as the graffiti capital, and that was by someone who was living in Sheffield. So the Sheffield City Council decided to do something about it. They came up with Street Force, their own in-house cleaning team, and they were getting rid of graffiti from their own property. But they realised that that wasn't enough, and they needed to get involved, get other people involved in that. And basically a partnership was formed with the City Council, with Lordship Police, and all the commercial properties in the area, and not just commercial, I mean, list here, Devon's, marketplaces, the university, utility companies, hospitals, etc. And people who signed up to the charter went to a special ceremony in front of the mayor and were given a certificate, and you know, they sort of felt part of that process to bring civic pride to the city. And actually it was very successful. I mean, admittedly I haven't been to Sheffield for a couple of years now, but when I went around the city, certainly in the city centre, it's actually graffiti free, and their policy has been very successful. So I think this type of approach of having a charter, signing up police, council, commercial property owners, etc., and maybe residents associations groups into that is an example of good policy best practice. So that's one thing I commend to you. So I'll leave it at that. Okay.